Building a resilient future through responsible business means embracing inclusion, and it starts with you, but it cannot end with you. But instead, your actions have to be about others and those you may consider as them. Adversity is an opportunity to use diversity to change the climate of any environment in a healthy way that impacts all. Our interdependence is played out in social, political, even healthcare systems. This is a direct correlation to what happens with our ecosystems. Change is to be expected. Who could have ever predicted your 2020 vision would be so impaired and that people would be dependent on a ventilator to breathe, gasping for air? And that there would be a man yelling, "Mama, Mama, I can't breathe," and people protected because they care? Why does that matter to you and me? Perhaps it has something to do with our family tree? Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Maybe we'll cry. Maybe we'll sing. So much has changed, but yet there is so much yet to do as we pursue the dream of Dr. King, who believed in letting freedom ring. Maya Angelou spoke of it well in her poem, Let the Caged Bird Sing. Now, everyone is talking about surviving in communities and they're worried about their immunities, while others are thriving because of their growing annuities. It seems easy to think that real estate and building communities is as easy as 1 plus 1 equals 2. But we all need to understand different points of views. We are valued by buying and selling low and selling high and listening to the voice inside. You may have heard the phrase, once you go black, you never go back. And therefore, my role and my goal is to make sure that you stay in the black and not in the red, because I have a lot to share from my pretty little head. You will learn from my mistakes and understand what is at stake. I am not an angry black woman, but instead an eager black woman who takes care of people and who takes care of business and where you live and work and play in places, regardless of the color of people's faces or even if they have to wear braces. To be clear, there is no such thing as being colorblind. We all have a bias, which is a state of mind. Collaborations and coexisting is top of my mind, and the goal is to show respect and just be kind, because when you see me, you can't ignore my beautiful brown skin, even if it makes you uncomfortable in your own skin. What's in it for you is naturally not about you, because what you say is not nearly as important of what you actually do. It is time for us to recognize that through educating each other, we have so much more to do. Resilience is not something that happens by accident. It is something that happens as a result of what happened to you. The choice is, what are you going to do? Philanthropy, real estate, community, it all begins with you. There is so much more that we have to learn to transform wealth through the businesses, but it's based on who we trust and putting that real estate in a trust. Equity, there's a duality, equity in real estate and equity in our communities. Both have to do with appreciation. What do we do now? It's time to change your pace. Pick up the pace. Set your pace. Consider a new perspective. Multicultural, multi-generational mindset happens not by accident, by intentionally investing in leadership and inclusion. So yes, in my own backyard, who would have thought I would have to worry about the N-word? I'm not talking about net, but the other N-word. Yes, it's multicultural negotiations. That is the future of all of our situations. Doing business with people who don't look like you, with women and men who have so much more to do. We have this opportunity now, and it doesn't come all the time. Sometimes it happens unexpectedly, as it did with COVID-19 and saving Black lives. Intentional investment in inclusion is something that requires you to not only think about it, but do something about it. Think about where you live and where you work and the businesses. What are the percentages of those people who are looking at their stocks, their bonds, and waging? It only takes one to make a change. But when we come together in collaboration, so much more we have to gain. We are coming to the end of our time at the end of the year, and we are in the fourth quarter. And we are thinking about business as unusual. Who could have predicted business would be this way? But I know that building a resilient future through responsible business is definitely the way. We are running out of time, and it's definitely unpredictable what that will look like because it's going to be change.